W.H. Honie Rice served for nearly 4 decades as superintendent of buildings and grounds during Morehead State University's most dramatic growth. A native of Mason County, he served under 6 university presidents between the time he started in 1931 until his retirement in 1969. And much to the delight of his son Lucian and the entire Rice family, Honie is being recognized posthumously with MSU's Founders Award for university service.
I got really emotional because my family came to Morehead in 1930, and of course my brother and I grew up in Morehead, went to school there, and Dad became part of the school and worked for all the presidents until he died in 1975. And so to have this kind of honor bestowed on Dad and my family just brought tears to my eyes.
Rice also volunteered countless hours to the Boy Scouts of America and received the Silver Beaver title and award, then the organization's highest honor. He served on the Bluegrass Council of Boy Scouts from 1941 until his retirement in 1969 and helped launch the organization's first Cub Pack in Rowan County. Rice joined the Morehead Men's Club in 1948 and quickly became editor of the club's weekly newsletter.
He and Mother both were active not only in the school but also in the town. And so between the men's club and Morehead and the school, it was their life. And of course he wrote poems. He had a reputation of being a poet, you know. And he did that from the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, until he retired.
Rice joined forces with some of the most recognizable and accomplished names in Morehead State history to make an impact that would be felt for generations. And it was more than simply a working relationship. The group also developed lasting friendships.
Back then, back in those days, the Warren Lappins and the Dean Fairs and Ellis Johnson and Lynn Miller and all Bob Laughlin, all the people that were part of the school, they were part of our life, part of Mom and Dad's life. And as you might know, they loved to play bridge. And so we had many a bridge game in our home, really over all their lives. And a lot of the bridge players were faculty members at the campus.
Perhaps no one depended more on the skills and wisdom of W.H. Rice than MSU President Dr. Adrian Doran.
Dr. Doran, as you know, came to Morehead in 1954, and that's when the building program started. Yeah. And Dr. Doran really depended quite a bit on Dad's knowledge of engineering and building buildings. And even after Dad retired in 1969, Dr. Doran wouldn't let him retire. He said, "I need your brains. So really until Dr. Doran retired in the mid-70s, Dad continued to give engineering advice to the school.
Lucian believes his father would be extremely humbled by the present-day recognition from Morehead State.
Dad never was much for awards. He got the Silver Beaver Award in scouting, and which meant a lot to him. He would probably get emotional about it. He said, "Well, I've done what I've done because I love this school," and he might write a poem about it, you know. But I think he would be he was a very modest man. He didn't seek the limelight, so to speak, and I would think it would be a humbling experience, and he'd feel quite honored to receive that recognition.